for you, mate. What did you make of that performance?
Firstly, credit the Kings, and hope Delhi is okay.
Yeah.
That doesn't need another concussion or whatever it is, but hopefully he's good. Credits to them coming back from New Zealand, limited prep, bodies down. Great opportunity for us to come in and get a win, and it's not good enough. Thought we started the game well. 2-minute patch at the end of the first. They hit. I don't know. I think they had 6 threes at quarter time, and we look at Delhi's numbers against us, 3 balls, and look at the Delhi's numbers against the rest of the league, and it's vastly different. I'm not sure about being part of the Boomers is a good thing for me right now. Magnay just had a career night. McVeigh had a great one, and Galloway just come out and scorched it as well. So I certainly joke with that part, but the other part of it is Jesse sitting next to me. When they play as small as they did, the challenge is how you keep centres on the floor against that, and I thought he handled that pretty well tonight, and at times was dominant around the rim, and so credit to what he did to stay on the floor against the smaller group tonight. We went 1 of 28 last time we played them from 3, and we talked about the quality of look that we needed to shoot. And I thought in the first half there was a lot of good ones that we shot, but it was probably still too many, and we didn't get to the foul line and put enough pressure on them as well. Rebounding picked up as the game went along. Credit Hunter, he 5-0 boards in his little patch, and he's just having an impact on the game right now. And we talked about it, and we didn't do a good enough job with it. So for me, I didn't. The bench for us, we needed to get more out of it tonight, and so I trusted less guys in the second half, and I've got to be better at that one.
The effort was certainly there. I mean, is the mindset now moving forward is just get the next game, and that's basically all where you're at the moment. Given you've had some really tough losses of late, obviously this weekend in particular.
Yeah, we have close losses, and that's where this league sits. You got to win them. Some of these close games. Right now, we go to Perth. We have Tassie. They're playing really good basketball right now, and I'm asking so much of Tyson. And he's playing hurt right now, and I just hasn't practiced for a while, and I'm just he's at a tipping point. So I'm so scared about I'm asking him to do so many things, and so it's a scary situation. We've got to win some games, but we don't need to break another point guard either.
How far away is Shea?
Yeah, he had another good workout today. The comeback game was supposed to be the New Zealand game. For us, so still a couple of games away, but tracking really well.
Jesse, what's the mindset in the playing group right now? You guys obviously started on fire. Everyone was on the Melbourne bandwagon. You've now lost 8 of 10. But what's the group mentality at the moment? Because you've had some really close losses of late.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it hasn't changed, but we really just try to focus on not getting that classic too high and too low type of feeling in the group. The angle has really not changed at all. We're really trying to get some good momentum going at the end of the season, going into a good playoff run. So for us, the same goal. Obviously the losing, the close ones especially make it something you gotta step through as a group. But I definitely believe in us doing that.
Is there a level of frustration right now within the group?
There's always some frustration when you like Coach said, it's close games. Definitely can get that feeling going, but we do tend to get back to practice, get our head down, and focus on the next one. So that's exactly what we're trying to do for the next one.
Jesse, strong 23 points, 8 rebounds on 11 of 13, but the final quarter couldn't quite add your shots or your point scoring. How did you find the fourth quarter?
Yeah, it was maybe a bit cagey. They did a good job. I'm going to, look back on the film, see what Yeah, what maybe gaps there were that we didn't take advantage of, but yeah, they did a good job on defense. That's all I can say for now.
And coach, the critics will look at your 2-8 record over the last 10 games now. Well, there's some concerns, but are you seeing enough to give you hope and promise for the back end of the season now, the run from here?
Yeah, I think as a coach, you just continue to work on what's right in front of you, and the rebounding had been poor, and we continue to work on it. We feel like we're improving in that area. The disciplines in our defensive coverage has been struggling, and I think we'll watch this one back and we'll say, hey, we still allowed too many easy ones, straight at the rim, and how can we be better at that one? I'm just. The process of offense has been pretty solid, and we both shot 36 threes each, and I'll probably look at it and I say we probably had 30, more better ones than they did. JG had some open ones, but him, Delhi, they made tough ones, and we just haven't been able to make enough tough ones lately.
Dean, what is wrong with Tyson right now, injury-wise?
He's carrying a groin, so yeah.
Now, what's the key to getting Milton sort of, going? 7 from 3. The 3 ball is which I think has deserted him. How do you speak to him? Do you draw stuff up for him? How do you get him going?
Yeah, I thought we had, we've had good conversations about it, and I thought we got some good pin-aways for him. I thought the offensive rebounds that came back to him, that he was pretty wide open on a number of those ones. So, I think the number's good. 7 good threes from him is a really good number. And what's he have? 8 assists, 7 rebounds. Go ahead and knock in 3 threes out of that, and that's exactly what we want from you. So, I back him, and we saw what he's capable of doing. So, as long as he just keeps working at it, it's going to come for him.
When the Kings went small, you went small as well, and then you sort of you went back to it, even when they did have a big on the floor. Is there? I know you go to that out of strategy, but is there something in that small lineup that you think you can maybe utilize going forward?
Yeah, we talked about just the switch everything group, and I think it's I love having him on the floor. I think Fab's been great as well. So whether it's out of necessity, or we think there's value in it somewhere that we can really take advantage of, either Finn driving on a 5 or attacking it. But yeah, it's a lineup we haven't used a heap, but you have to with some of these small ball groups right now.
What's it like as a coach when last game Marcus ices the game with a free throw and then Daly comes out hot? These guys are on your roster, and those are the things that people would point to as the deficiencies against you guys.
Yeah, no, it's a crazy percentage people have shot against us this year, and I'm not, for whatever reason, but I'm happy for former players. I'm always happy for Marcus and Daly playing, great basketball. I don't like it against us and stuff, but I'm never going to be one we made decisions and they made decisions to go to different clubs, and you wish them well and you want to see them do well in their careers. So Delhi's always going to play well against us. It was different lineups. We thought maybe Jesse needs to guard Delhi at different points to at different things as well. But I hope he's okay.
Obviously Tasmania coming up, a team full of confidence. They're knocking off some big names as they try and get that spot in the play-in. What's going to be the key to try and taking them down?
Yeah, they challenge you with your disciplines every time you play them. I thought they were great against Adelaide the other night. Even how they use their fouls down the stretch, just high IQ plays. They've got wings that can really attack. But again, the factor was Magnay last time that we played him. His rim protection, was extraordinary, and so somehow we've got to either do a better job of taking him away from the rim. And his offensive game was pretty good as well. So I know Jesse will be up for that challenge to go against him again. And again, they just challenged your rebounding so much. I think we learned a lot over the couple of games that we played him about rebounding, and hopefully we can be better this time.
Pikey?
Actually, I might just jump in for one quickly on the back of what you just said, Dean. I'll ask you, Jesse. It wasn't necessarily a lot against you last time against Tasmania because you were in a bit of foul trouble in that game, but are you looking forward to another chance to take on Will Magnay?
Yeah. I mean, at this point, there's really just every game, I haven't felt that there's like a big difference between any big you play. You know, they're all at high level, so everyone has a different approach. And you know, I've been looking ever since the last game at what it is for me personally that I can do against him, and you know, we're gonna definitely come out with a good strategy and yeah, take it personal in a way, but also play our game.
Excellent. Thanks very much.
Thanks, guys.
Sure.
Thanks, guys.